Hi, I'm Brian Dilts. The email said, my boss is taking credit for the things I do. He's incompetent, he doesn't know how to do the job, he doesn't bring in any new customers, but all our company seems to care about is that he can produce things himself, that he can bring in money himself, and they don't really care about anything else, so they're going to keep him. Well, there's two solutions to this. The first one is the easy. When you quit, you find yourself another job. I understand today's environment's a little bit tough. Maybe you want to keep your job. Maybe there's other things you like there, like your other coworkers, like the environment, like the company, so you want to stay. There's a solution I've been suggesting for over a decade. It's something that works wonderfully and has worked outrageously well for the people who work for me. I have contractors. My contractors go out to locations and do consulting. And sometimes their initial contracts are as little as 3 to 4 weeks, and they stay for 3 to 4 years. The reason is that every week they fill out a form that has their accomplishments for the week. They hand that to their boss. Sometimes that has to be handed to the supervisor of that boss also. What that does is it gives the supervisor a way to have a summary of what the person's done. Now, what I suggest that you do, I suggest that you go out and every week you send a summary by email to your boss, and you copy his boss and have on that email what the things are that you've accomplished. The things you've accomplished that are important is what you've gotten done, projects you've finished, money you've saved, clients you've brought in, money you've made, how you've made the whole organization better. When you put those specific accomplishments in, what you have accomplished, and don't take credit for what anybody else did, take credit for what you did. You send those in on a weekly basis to your boss. Sure, he may decide, I can take credit for even more stuff, but you're copying his boss. Okay? Then, what you do is on a monthly basis, you send a summary to your boss and to his boss. And that summary is much shorter. It has the major ideas. On a quarterly basis, you send it again. And on a quarterly basis, you can send it 2 levels up to his boss's boss. And on an annual basis, right before your annual review, you make a summary of all of your reports, and you say, here's what I accomplished, the most important things I did. Here's how much money I saved. Here's the clients I brought in. Here's the wonderful things I did. That's the way for you to get credit for the things that you've done. I've got some bad news in all of this. It may not matter at all. Because when people hire a supervisor, and specifically when they hire one who is known for getting things done and making money, they quite often don't care if the supervisor gets as much done as long as if his whole department gets more done. Well, you're part of his department. It may end up that when all is said and done, they're going to say, this boss is doing exactly what he's supposed to. He's getting you to do more. He's getting the other people in your department to do more. So we're going to keep him and make him happy, and that's too bad. Well, if you're sending in these weekly, monthly, and quarterly and annual reports, you're going to get credit for what you've done anyway. And your chances of moving laterally to a position next to him or leapfrogging him become much greater because it becomes obvious what you have done. Also, your chances of getting a raise are much better. Sorry about the bad news. They may keep him. He may be doing exactly what they want, even though he's incompetent, unable to bring in new money, unable to bring in new clients. But if the whole department's doing better, he's going to get credit, and he should, as a supervisor. Maybe he'll get fired for being a no-good, rotten guy. We'll see. This is Brian Dilts. My websites are howtoreallygetagreatjob.com and Dilts, D-I-L-T-S, Dilts.us. Hope you have a great week.